How solving for a cross-border supply chain problem helped me solve for an accounting problem in a two-sided marketplace. How understanding of a stockbroking business model helped me crack the accounting problem space for a finance back office. Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Sham's PM Story. Today I'm going to talk about what it takes being a polymath or an expert in multiple domain and why it's important than ever before in a product management career. As you become an expert in a particular domain, you develop a set of stubborn point of views about the problem space. I recognized this when I actually switched from one domain to another domain. As you switch, you start seeing your understanding about that problem space, about the domain from a distance. And understanding another domain really opens you up, makes you more flexible, makes you more creative and empathetic towards different problems. And once you build that fluidity in understanding of your domain, it really opens up opportunities for being innovative in multiple ways. So I started my career in capital markets domain. I was part of a software company building products for stockbroking back office companies. And I was so passionate and indulged in that problem space and was never willing to change from to any other domain or product space. For whatever reasons, I was forced to make switches. So I later on joined a product company specializing in banking software. Fast forward another year, I joined Oracle, which introduced me completely to a new domain, which is the ERP and supply chain management. So in a span of 5 years, I switched from capital markets to retail banking and to hardcore supply chain management and manufacturing. So how did I harvest and leverage some of the knowledge in one domain in another domain? Let me give you some examples. Capital market domain taught me many interesting aspects such as straight through processing, the concept of front office, middle office, back office. So fast forward 15 years later, when I was in financial management, product management space, I was able to apply that in bringing innovative ideas in the space of record to report and accounting, and apply many of those concepts like straight through processing as a part of the core accounting workflows. Another example, as I was working in supply chain management, I developed a very deep understanding of all the supply chain problems, how to optimize physical supply chain, the tax efficiency into the physical supply chains, and so on. So that knowledge helped me solve problems in treasury space. So the patterns of problem and the solutions for a physical supply chain and the patterns of problem in money supply chain were similar, but nobody was looking both of these problem space together as one single person. So I was able to look at that treasury space and bring in innovative ideas based on how I solved the problems in the physical supply chain domain. Another classic example in my experience is about how I translated my knowledge in the physical fulfillment of goods in supply chain space to a completely services space in a two-sided marketplace, gig economy kind of a setup. So I developed a concept of economic event model inspired by the concept of drop shipment of goods. Somebody who is placing an online order for an electronic gadget from a company in US. So typically that order is fulfilled through its manufacturing or inventory warehouse in China. So customer receives the goods through Amazon or whatever is the fulfillment provider. But from a seller's point of view, it is a complex movement of financial flows from China to US and then eventually to customer. So this exact problem pattern exists in a two-sided marketplace or in a bed and breakfast kind of scenario where there is a host, there is a guest. The guest and host can be in different countries. As a platform provider, you are bringing them together and you're responsible for accounting for the guest side and the host side and eventually settling the two sides of the transaction. Looking back at my career journey, I was able to harvest the knowledge and understanding of one domain completely in another domain, and I am looking forward to building knowledge in many more new areas. With the recent rapid development in the AI's landscape, product management discipline is getting disrupted. All the traditional product management tasks are going to get automated. The talent stack is going to collapse. Engineers will get into product management space. Product managers will be forced to get into some other additional disciplines. In place where you have 5 product managers running a product, you may only need 2 or 3 product managers, or you might have to have the product manager run more than one product in place of a single product, or run a portfolio of products in place of a single product. Product managers are in a situation where they have to bring in more differentiated capabilities so that they are able to take on more high value tasks, more cross domain tasks than before. On one side, product managers have to become more strategic thinkers, but on the other side, the only other way to kind of de-risk and also stay differentiated is developing knowledge in multiple domains. So if you are in a scenario where you are having an opportunity to get into a new product, additional product line or a product, this is the time that you should never look back. That's an opportunity knocking at the door. And with all the AI disruption happening, all the automation happening, any opportunity to work on multiple domain or adjacent domain should be taken up at the first instance. In fact, you should be looking at getting into newer domains, newer products or adjacent product more proactively, not just waiting for the opportunity. I hope this small talk was useful. I would definitely love to get your comments and feedback about your own experiences, as well as your suggestions for the next set of topics that I would like to cover for you. Thank you so much.